Hey everyone, it's BlueLizardJello, and welcome at long last to Blue Plays Demon's Souls. The Demon's Souls remake for the PlayStation 5. I have had far too many comments and questions and direct messages and owls and different birds of prey dropping off dead things at my door. Please stop doing that. It's really not savory. Asking me to play this game. And while I do intend on doing it and everything possible, in fact, I've already started that kind of in the background, I figured let's dive into it and let's experience it together. And yes, I have put quite a bit of time into the remake already, but I haven't been able to show you other than the few Twitch streams that I did, so thank you for joining me on those live streams. But I wanted to actually do a video series, and I wanted to make it interactive. Now I'm going to talk about that shortly as we get into the game and what it means to be interactive. But here's my character. I've already gone through and I didn't do a whole lot of time customizing. You all know me. That's just really not my thing. I want to get into the game. But the name is Puer Pugione. And I will give 5 points to the first person in the comments below who can tell me the meaning of Puer Pugione. I'm also going to be a thief class, starting with the Providential Ring. So this is something new in the remake. You do get a starting gift. Providential Ring, raising item discovery. I just really want to get a lot more healing items up front. It's going to make it a lot more accessible in the beginning. As far as the deluxe items, yes, I was foolish enough to buy the deluxe bundle, but I thought, seeing as this is not a walkthrough and this is just more of a casual playthrough, showing you what came with the deluxe edition could be kind of fun. In fact, some of the items are really cool. Was it worth the extra money? Not even a little bit, but at least I can show them off. So let's dive right in to the Demon's Souls remake. And the way that this series is going to go is typically, in almost all cases, one area will be one episode, and today's not going to be any exception. So it is just going to be the tutorial area, followed by getting to the Nexus, talking to some NPCs, and then, as I said, we're going to be talking about what is this series going to be interacting with, or how am I going to be interacting with you in the comments below.
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valifax of the Royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valifax also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Saint Urbane, Skirva the Wanderer, the sixth Saint Astria with her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you to the fissure. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Couple of things right out the gate. That fissure that we just came through, it seems that the Maiden in Black, either she opened the fissure, let me get into the light so you can actually see me, or she at least knew about it and she was guiding us to the fissure. Now, it would stand to reason that that is the same fissure that Valorfax of the Twin Fangs had slipped through in order to tell the world of Boletaria's plight. Not really sure. Is it kind of like a chicken and egg scenario? Was already a fissure and she just knew about it? I'm not sure. So how are we going to be interacting in these videos? Well, I'm just going to proceed and we are going to have a talk. So, as I've already stated, I do intend fully on doing and everything possible for the remake, and I absolutely cannot wait. It is probably the most ambitious of any series that I wanted to make, because I wanted to not only be a walkthrough, but it is going to include all NPCs, it's going to be a lore discussion, it's going to be kind of talking about the Easter eggs, every new secret that Blue Point has added to the remake. It's gonna be in depth. That's the plan. But I'm gonna need your help. I am gonna need your help. Oh, by the way, I pointed this out on every stream I've done so far, but I love this. Watch the arrows. Yeah, they snap off and then they fall down, and I just think that's absolutely amazing. But in order to make it this really ambitious series that I am intending, I'm probably going to need some assistance. So what I would like is that I'm not going to batch record these videos. I'm not going to sit down and record for hours. I'm just going to do one episode at a time, allowing, oh, there's one of the new backstab animations, allowing you all to leave comments on the existing video. These comments, at least what I'm hoping for, are going to be things that I missed, things that I forgot about, other strategies that you've employed, maybe just little Easter eggs or little hidden notes. Hey, did you know that Miyazaki did this during production? Whatever it is, I would love to hear everything that you have to say so that I could use them not only in the Everything Possible, but even in future videos. What I would ultimately like to do is have kind of a question of the video, or a comment of the video. So if you have something really interesting to say, go ahead and leave it on the most recent video, and if it's something that I think everyone should be made aware of or we should all talk about, then we will go ahead and have that conversation in a future video. That is the plan. Now, what's really cool is the differences in the critical animations, whether you are one-hand or two-handed. So let's do a two-hand. Very nice. Of course, we haven't done a riposte yet. Let's go ahead and, nope, do that. So there's the one-hand riposte. And there is the two-hand. I guess those are pretty similar. But once you get into the different weapon types, the variety is just, it's impressive. It is nothing short of impressive. Here's something I didn't know that I only learned with the remake, and apparently it was true of the original as well. You cannot die in the Journey to the Nexus tutorial except at the boss. The Vanguard can kill you, certainly, and that's what sends you directly to the Nexus. But here, in fact, I can just go ahead and show. Maybe I should have chosen one of the Blue Eye Knights to do this, because this guy's a little slow. Maybe I shouldn't walk away, because apparently just walking very, very slowly is enough to throw him off. Okay, we're getting pretty low. We are at 41 HP. This guy is apparently... Okay, it doesn't update in real time. So I'm now at 1 HP. Now, no matter what happens, unless I get to the Vanguard, I can't die. I really had no idea that that was the case, which is really, really helpful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just not going to bother healing. That way I don't have to worry about not having grasses for the Vanguard fight. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. No idea that that was the case. I don't plan on making this a parry and riposte character. In fact, let's talk about what I want this character to be, and this is going to be another point of interaction for all of you. Now, what I would ultimately like is to try some things that most people don't give a shot at in Demon's Souls. So a lot of people do a critical strike build, you know, kind of the parry and riposte, the backstabs, things like with the fatal upgrade. A lot of people do strength weapons, that the strength weapons in Demon's Souls are just absolutely amazing. I have a character using the Vanguard axe, and it is just so much fun to use. Way too early on that, but it doesn't matter because I cannot die, kind of like the Maiden in Black. But I would really like to play around with some of the different upgrade paths, some that maybe not everyone uses. Things like actually using poison. I would like to play around to see with what enemies and which bosses can be poisoned and afflict different status effects on the enemies. I think that could be really fun. I think incorporating just a little bit of magic, or at least some of the kind of atypical magic, would be fun. And of course some bow use would be beneficial as well. So let me know what you want to see. What kind of weapons? What kind of upgrade paths? If you have any specific spells that you've never seen anyone actually use and you want to see that in action, do let me know in the comments below. You know, it has been a long time. Let me go ahead and dispatch of this crossbowman. And I want to see what my starting equipment actually is. So I do have a dagger, a short bow, the buckler, of course, some arrows, providential ring is what I started with. I do have throwing knives. I wish I had kunai, because the bleed would be really cool. Plenty of healing, and then of course the assassin set. Excellent. So we are nearly at the Vanguard here. Don't forget to run down these stairs, grab some more healing. So how many of you have had a chance to actually play with the PlayStation 5? Because let me tell you, there's one thing that videos simply cannot demonstrate adequately, and that is just how responsive the controller is. The haptic feedback of the DualSense is absolutely fantastic. Now, I want to do some tests here. I'm going to go in with my short bow, kind of get some fling shots. Now, unfortunately, there's no headshots here. It's not going to make any difference. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get around, target, and, okay, 23. So now we'll have to get up with our dagger. Okay, 14, but I can probably attack a lot faster. Yes, I can. So the method for the Vanguard stayed exactly the same. This is actually one of the few bosses that I really do like to target, because it makes circle strafing a lot easier. Ooh, this isn't good. Let's get out of here. Don't like it when he's up against the wall. I love the change in the design of the Vanguard. I really do. I love these chains that go back, which I think these are actually... Oh, yeah, I knew that was going to hit me. Don't get hit by that slam. Uh-oh. I should probably be healing. I was kind of hoping for another slam, though, before I did. If he slams now, though, I'm in a lot of trouble. Yeah, but I love the chains that actually go all the way back around and they attach to that horn on his back. I just think that is such a cool feature. Oh, and his demonic glowing eyes, that was scary. He's really not behaving for me. There we go. That works. Now, I don't think there's any strength scaling on the dagger, which means two-handing wouldn't actually give me a benefit. But let's see, 14... Oh, it does, actually. So there must be some strength scaling on the dagger. I'll have to check that. But I'm sure you've all seen this before. Not a whole lot to say. Yes, they did add some jiggle effects. Not really sure how I feel... Oh, that actually works nicely. Might as well get a free pot shot with my bow. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh, what am I? I'm stuck up against something. Oh, boy. Probably not the right time to heal. Yeah, we need to die to the Vanguard. You know what, though? I'm going to leave it. Normally, I would start over.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
Yeah, normally what I would do in this case is I would just re-roll the character and do it again. But you know what? No, this is a casual playthrough. I made some mistakes in that fight, and I'm just going to live with the consequences. And unfortunately, the consequences are, I wouldn't say they're dire, but there are a lot of really good items in that area afterwards. And if you want to see it, well, I guess you're just going to have to wait for the everything possible. But here we are in the Nexus. Let's run around. Let's talk to some NPCs. Oh, one other change that is something I'm not used to, and you're going to have to tell me in the comments if you agree with this decision or not. I'm online. Now, obviously, the tutorial and the Nexus, it really doesn't matter, but I normally play these games offline. I don't want to be invaded, and I don't really intend on doing co-op, but I think for a change of pace, especially because this game and the community around it is so flourishing, I think maybe getting some invaders could be a little fun. Maybe see how my PvP chops stand up. Spoiler alert, they don't at all. But let's run around, let's have some quick conversations here.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria.
And of course, Stockpile Thomas. Now, something I have to mention, and this was not my own idea, and I'm not even going to tell you who said it just now, but understand that once you see it, you may not be able to unsee it. Stockpile Thomas. I need you to go onto YouTube, which you probably already are, I would imagine, and look up How to Drink. It is a channel called How to Drink. If you're interested at all in cocktails, great channel. But this guy's face and his expressions, they're basically the guy who runs the How to Drink channel.
I'm Stockpile Thomas. When the scourge came, I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here in this Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage. Best of luck to you.
One thing I have to do real quick is I completely forgot to turn subtitles on, so I do apologize for that. I turned it off just for the cutscene because we didn't need it for that. But let us turn that back on. That way, for those of you who may be playing on a low setting, or if you just have some difficulties in hearing, hopefully the subtitles will assist you.
I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage.
So let's take a look at actually what's in our storage already. So first off, we can't get rid of the Nexus Binding, of course. We can get rid of the Unknown Warrior Soul, which I will because I want to be saving those. But if you take a look over here as to what's already in here, we have Renowned Warrior Souls, Storied Warrior Soul, Legendary Hero Soul, Preservation Gains, Phosphorescent Gains, and Bear Bug Gains. These are all brand new. I believe it is Bear Bug increases your fire defense, Phosphorescent increases magic defense, Preservation. I don't actually remember what those do. So we'll take a look at those here in a second. Oh, there we go. It actually tells me right here. So grants resistance to status ailments. Okay. So we can actually put those back. I don't need those right now. But we also have the Hoplite Shield, which is a really, really cool looking shield. This is the shield that the Hoplites use that's around the Phalanx in the first boss. We also have the Red Knight armor set. Now, some of these are from the Deluxe and some of these are just from pre-ordering. So the Red Knight armor I know is from the Deluxe. The Hoplite Shield is. The Shards and Grains bundle I believe is in the Legendary Hero Soul. The Bolitarian Royalty, that is also from the Deluxe Edition, which this is actually a really, really sharp looking set of armor. You'll probably see me wearing it at some point. And then the Ring of Longevity, which there is a way to get this in the base game because this is needed for one of the trophies. Now, I thought there was also, there it is. So 2 weapons come with Demon Souls if you buy the Deluxe Edition or if you pre-order the Deluxe Edition. The Ritual Blade, this is a Deluxe Edition item only. This is the blade I think that the skeletons use in the Shrine of Storms. The Reaper Scythe, also from the Shrine of Storms, this is from pre-ordering. So if you pre-order the game, even if you didn't get the Deluxe, you should have this in your inventory, whereas the Ritual Blade was only for the Deluxe. Now, these are pretty fun, and I will be using these early on, but they kind of drop off very quickly because they can't be upgraded at all. So there is no +1, +2, Reaper Scythe, Ritual Blade. What you see is what you get. But we will certainly be playing around with
Your
those.
goods are safe and sound with me. Best of luck to you.
Now, if we had actually survived the Vanguard encounter and got to the Dragon's God Arena, we could have picked up some upgrade materials and already upgraded here.
You new here. Are you here for my services? The name's Baldwin. I'm just an ordinary blacksmith. It's simple. Just bring me all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons. Or forge the ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, eh?
And let's see, what does Baldwin have for us? Of course, Crescent Moongrass, Fresh Spice, Edge Sharpening Stone. Dagger, we'll probably be picking up some more daggers to use with the different ailments that we can use. Of course, the Heater Shield, absolutely love that. Cracked Stone Eye, this is a new item, restricts health recovery temporarily, so if you're in PvP or just fighting against an NPC who's going to eat on some grass, you can purchase these just like we had in the future games.
If you haven't heard, there's another blacksmith at the entrance to Stone Fang Mine. He's an eccentric old man who knows his trade well. He's the only sane one left in a town of soul-starved men. If you do meet him, no, forget it. That stubborn old ne'er-do-well will just chase you off. No interest, eh? I can tell you're not going to last long here.
He, of course, is talking about his brother Ed. And if you take a look at Baldwin, we'll see this when we meet Ed as well. On his right arm, and actually even on his shoulders up to his neck, they made it very clear that Ed and Baldwin are basically turning into scale miners, or are part scale miner. In the original, it seemed fairly clear, but now they've just absolutely left no question.
Oh my, how has this happened? Has God abandoned us for King Alant, failing to show proper respect? Oh, Umbasa.
Umbasa, indeed. And as you know, the Nexus is going to become a lot more populated as we go amongst our ways and free different people from different areas. And yeah, this individual hasn't even joined us. So the Maiden in Black, we're not going to see her until we have cleared Bolitarian Palace 1-1. That statue, we're going to talk more about that once it unlocks, but we do have to go kill a boss first. And if we go up into the Nexus, there's not a lot we can do because the way up to the Monumental is currently closed. There's no one here inhabiting this upper section just yet, but we can grab some items, I believe, even before the Monumentals area is open. Yes, we can. So if we just kind of very carefully walk down these little blocks as if they were stairs, and then just walk off here, should stick that. Here we go, some new moon grass, which is really, really good healing item. I believe new moon also cures status ailments. Is that correct? No, just recover all HP. I think it's dark moon grass that heals you to full and cures the ailments. So let's just go and grab the items on the other side. And that's actually going to wrap up this first episode. I know it's a short one, but all the other ones should be significantly longer since the areas are a lot bigger. Well, not to mention, hopefully I won't just, die right away and end an area prematurely like I did in the Journey to the Nexus. But again, if you want to see what's on the other side, I recommend staying tuned for everything possible in the Demon's Souls remake. I always mess this drop off because I can't just walk off. I do have to roll. I think I want to roll to this one. Yes, perfect. There we go. Yeah, this one's a lot easier to get as long as you know where that one roll is. So let's walk right here. Oh, too far. Oh, that was even enough to kill me. I mean, really getting 2 deaths in the very first episode, not too bad. Kind of a treat for you. Not that I'm saying I'm a very good player, but simply because normally I would just edit those out so you don't see them. It's funny. I've been making Dark Souls and Soulsborne videos for quite a while, and people really do see me as some, I wouldn't say expert, but someone who actually knows what he is doing. And that couldn't be further from the truth. I die a lot in these games. I mean, frequently. It's just that I have the power of editing. Grab my souls here, all 200 of them, and let's walk off a little bit slower. There it is. And we got our renowned warrior soul. So we can't do any level ups here. We can't do any upgrade because we didn't get the upgrade material from the Dragon God Arena. All those are developer messages. So I think we've just about covered it. So like I said, please, I want to hear from you. I want to hear whatever it is you have to say. If you have an interesting question, let me hear it. If you have an interesting comment or tidbit or strategy, put that down there, and you might just get featured in the next video. And if not, you very well could be featured in my Everything Possible with due credit, of course. But that's going to do it of this episode of Blue Plays the Demon's Souls remake. We're here in the Nexus. I've already died twice. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you. Nope. I mean, yes, I will see you, but hopefully not just from me eating grass. Let's go ahead and pull up the emote. There it is. I will see you. Ooh, what are we going to do? Salute? Point down? That seems rude. Disbelief? No. Sadness? No, it's a joyful thing. I will see you next time.